Celsius a day. Welcome to week number 20 of being at site. And this week it has been hot, oh so hot, oh so hot. I've mentioned in previous videos we are in the hottest part of the year, and it does not disappoint. It lives up to its name. Even more so this year, from an article that one of our fellow PCVs shared with the group. Apparently, Cambodia is experiencing some of the hottest temperatures it has experienced consistently in the last 150 years or something to that effect. So it's not just hot, it is the hottest it has been in a long time, and it's our first April, and we just get thrown right into it, which makes me feel a little bit good, because if I can handle this, then next April it's probably going to be smooth sailing. For me, it has been consistently 100 degrees every day this last week, and little rainfall. So yeah, and we're in such a place that it's not like there's air conditioning. You just have to live with the heat. And in my room especially, because the heat rises, so it is extra hot in my room during the day, to the point where I can't really comfortably hang out in here until like 5 o'clock or something, which is okay. You know, it kind of pushes me to do more stuff, hang out around the house. But yeah, kind of sucks. So hot even that the Ministry of Education changed the hours of schools across the country. So typically schools go from 7 to 11 and then start back again at 1 until 5. The Ministry of Education here has decided we're actually just going to go from 7 until 10 and then start again at 2 until 5. So they have cut school short because it's so darn hot. And I've even heard of people in other provinces having entire school days canceled because of the heat, which is good on them for having that kind of concern for the kids and awareness of the weather. Now, I'm lucky because my province is one of the cooler provinces. So it's been 100 degrees here consistently. In Celsius, it's like 38 degrees pretty consistently every single day. I've seen other people's provinces getting up as high as 106 to even 109, 110 on a regular basis. So it sucks for me, but it sucks for other people worse, from what I'm understanding. Luckily, this coming week, from what I can tell on the weather app, is we are getting a sort of a cold front, which means temperatures are going to drop down for my province into the 90s and even as low as a brisk 88 degrees Celsius. I'm really looking forward to it. It's supposed to rain every single day this coming week, and I'm very excited about that. So that is the weather. The other notable things that happened for this week are, we are still preparing for exams at my school. So I did a lot of teaching, but then Wednesday we had a holiday, a random holiday that I didn't know about. So Wednesday I got to just take the day off. So I taught Monday, I had my long day on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we had a holiday. And I just relaxed, which was awesome. It was awesome because it was unexpected. You know, I love when little gifts like that happen. So I took a Wednesday off. I usually take Thursday off too. And then Friday morning, because we're preparing for the exams and don't have classes the following week, we didn't have any lesson planning to do. So I actually got to take Friday off as well, which was great. I did have to teach in the afternoon, and because of the new hours, I was teaching at 2 o'clock. So I showed up at 2. I taught for 1 hour, and then I had a tutoring session. So I did some learning on Friday, and that was a very, very relaxed week for me. Also, notable things that happened for me this week is having some conversations with people from Phnom Penh. So I met this random person while I was out getting a coconut, and he lives in Phnom Penh, but he's out here doing some forest conservation stuff for the next month, and we had a little conversation, and it was so easy to understand him. It always just blows my mind how different the dialect is out in the province where I live. We're closer to the Thai border, and so I think things are just influenced in a different way. It's like being in the South of America, right? Like, it's just so different the way people speak. And so what we were trained on is this more sort of, I don't know what you call it, just the less accented Khmer, right? And living out here in this province, it just feels like people are almost speaking a whole different language. It's just like, I get some things because of context, but I'm like, that's not the words I was taught. But then I meet this guy from Phnom Penh, and it's super easy. Like, his Khmer is so clear, and it's so much slower, and so it actually feels really good to be able to have a conversation with this random stranger. But I guess, I'm figuring things out otherwise. Additionally, my host family had my mom's grandpa and one of his other sons come. So my host mom's dad lives out here with us, so I think it's his brother, and then his dad came and visited us from Phnom Penh. And additionally, they also speak very clearly and very easy to understand and have conversations with. So I've been much appreciating that. And it's nice to actually feel like I know how to speak this language a little bit, rather than looking at people's faces and going, I don't understand any of that. I mean, it's not that bad, but it is definitely more challenging dealing with the dialects. But yeah, knowing that this clear Khmer exists out there, and I'm not just bad at the language, it's definitely a positive boost for my esteem with learning the language. So that's been this weekend, and this week I had a nice relaxing weekend again. Pretty much almost had a 5-day weekend. Except for that one little bit of stuff I had to do on Friday. But that is the highlights of this week. It's been a pretty typical week here at site. Not too crazy much going on. I've got one more week of not teaching, but doing stuff around the school because they're having tests, so I'm not going to be teaching all week. I will end up grading the tests on Thursday, and then the week after we're going to go to Phnom Penh for another training. So that is some stuff to look forward to. And yeah, that's the week this week. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day wherever you are.